Alright guys, so what we have here today is we have my D3200 on the right, the red edition, and on the left we have a D7200 that I just recently purchased. And I wanted to make this video just to point out some of my differences that I've just seen off of looking at them since I've got the D7200. I'm most familiar with the D3200 here. Of course, you've got your mode dial here. You've got program, shutter, aperture, manual, and then all your different scene modes. Your no flash, auto, and your guide here. And what you'll notice on the D7200, of course it's on the opposite side, you still have auto. You have to press this button on this one to keep it from moving. No flash. All of your scenes are consolidated to this scene section here. So the camera has a menu associated with this to select the scenes that you've seen on the D3200. This is user 1 and user 2. Effects. And then here's your manual, aperture, shutter, program. What you'll also notice on the D3200, the only buttons on the front are your flash / exposure button here and your function button. Otherwise, there's no notable buttons other than the lens release here. I just have a grip placed on here. I actually like it, really good. However, the D7200 has a bunch of buttons. So here you have your flash exposure button. There's a bracketing button. This camera has bracketing. Down here is where you can manually turn your focus to manual. So not only do you have a place on your actual lens on a lot of lenses, but this is so that you can manually change it to manual. And it's really easy. It's just literally flicking a switch. There's also a button associated here that gives you some menu access to the different aspects of autofocus as well. And if you go over here, there's a PV button. I'm going to be honest, I haven't looked at it. I'm not familiar with the control, but for what I've read online, it allows you to preview your depth of field before taking pictures. So that's pretty cool, and I look forward to being able to use that. And then the function button is located down here. I don't know if I'm doing a good job. Yeah, right here. So lots of cool new buttons. There's your NFC logo, Wi-Fi logo here, and something that I noticed is that of course it says that it has built-in stereo recording. As far as I'm aware, the D3200 is mono. Now it may have more than one microphone, but the recording channel is mono. So buttons on the top. We have your metering mode button here. You also have this little LCD screen that is not on the D3200 at all. When you turn the camera on, it gives you all kinds of more information here. And then if you push it even further, it cuts on your little backlight here, so you can see it better in dark situations or challenging situations. You just flick it over there and it stays on for just a few seconds and then it'll cut back off. Let's take a look at the screen here. So here's what we've got as far as what information is given to you. I have it on program so you can pretty much see everything. But as you can see, it's pretty much the same kind of stuff, but this camera just all around has more features. So you have an HDR, some information related to your function keys, all around, I haven't got to use it yet, but what I find most interesting about it and what I'm interested in having it for is all of these buttons over here. The fact that you can change different aspects of your camera without having to hunt around in your menu. So that right there I'm excited about. Also, if you'll notice here, this ring, there's a little release right here. I'm sorry, here we go. Right here. And then you can change this. So single shutter release, continuous low, continuous high, quiet, timed release, and mirror up. So mirror up is going to be in a situation where you want to click the shutter button, the mirror is going to go ahead and lock up, and then any subsequent pushes of the shutter button, the sensor will automatically take the picture instead of waiting for the mirror to have to pop up. So this is most likely going to only be in a tripod situation where you know that you've already centered on your subject and you're just trying to narrow the possibility of shaking your camera, even by the slightest shake from the mirror holding up. So that's pretty exciting. Well, guys, I'm not going to make this video any longer than it already is. I just wanted to kind of overview some of the differences. And one more thing here, of course, this is probably the most important thing. The fact that you have a scroll wheel here and a scroll wheel here, that's awesome. Being able to change more than one thing. Again, this camera is all about not having to go into the menu and change every little thing. They have so many things at your fingertips here that you can change to keep yourself from having to avoid to go through the menu system. But I'll post some more videos for more of the other stuff, but thanks guys for watching.